I've always been sort of uneasy driving alone at night. It was worse the first few times when I had just gotten my license, but the nagging fear has never gone away to this very day. It's just so disorienting to look into the mirrors and see nothing, and I mean nothing, but the consuming blackness of the night all around you. It makes me hesitant to check the mirrors should I see this dark void, or worse, someone sitting in my back seat staring at me. In the summer of 2013, I found myself driving home alone on Highway 902 after a party. It was almost midnight, and needless to say, it was pitch black out. As was usual that night, I was pretty on edge. I had the radio off and could hear nothing but the muffled roar of tires on pavement and the dull hum of my engine. I stole a glance into the middle rearview mirror and saw nothing but darkness through the back window. Now, I know that I looked backward and saw nothing. I'm sure of it. Just the seemingly endless blackness of the night. I remember it so clearly because not 10 seconds later, a car passed me to the left, with its headlights on. I suddenly had one of those adrenaline rushes, like when you think you see a person outside your bedroom window when it's just a tree, or when you start awake at night with the feeling of falling, but you're actually still in your bed. 10 seconds earlier, nothing had been behind me. Nothing at all. And then all of a sudden, a car. I drove all the way home shivering and knowing that something was off. The next morning, I found 2 sets of scratches near the back of my van. One was on the left rear, the other was on the right. The car was pretty old, so they could have been there for months, but that was the first time that I distinctly remembered seeing them. Now, in hindsight, there were 2 possibilities for what happened that night. Possibility number 1, by some glitch in reality or something paranormal, this other car had somehow appeared behind me within 10 seconds of me checking my mirror. You know, like some weird ghost crap or something, I don't know. However, the second option is what makes my blood run cold whenever I consider it. It didn't even occur to me until months after it happened, but it makes me dread driving alone at night even more now. Possibility number 2. The car that I saw was normal. It had approached me from the rear and passed me to my left. However, something large and wide, and as black as the night, had been clinging to the rear of my car, obscuring my view through the window and leaving deep scratches on the sides in the process. And I had inadvertently driven it home with me.